than making money. And you want to lock in your trades, and you also want to protect your downside at the same time.
Sorry, my mic's muted. Thank you, Thomas. Go ahead and unclick it. Can't go a whole week without having something muted. Again, my name is Mark McSee with AmericanDreamTrading.com, one of the moderators here. And I am twice as stuffed up as I was yesterday, whether it's allergies or whatever it is. So I'll say it again. If you see me pass out from talking too fast, too much without breathing, and I pass out, just give me a minute. I'll wake up.
You are crazy.
I am so stuffed up I can't hardly talk. Jeez. It'll be a long 2 hours. Anyway, it goes pretty fast. So thank you for being here today. Hey, you never know what's going to happen when you go live around this place. All right. So we're glad you could be here. If this is your first time being here, I apologize for the low quality budget operation I'm running at this moment, especially since I can't talk. But anyway, click subscribe and also make sure you click that notification button so that you don't miss any of our upcoming broadcasts. And we are live here at AmericanDreamTrading.com 3 times each and every day, Monday through Friday. Coach is live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time. I'm live from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time with the Futures Education Trading Program. And then at 5 p.m. daily Eastern Time, we have the Aftermarket Show with our lovely and gracious and highly intelligent trainer, Dawn, over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So check that out at 5 o'clock. As always, upon conclusion of this broadcast and all of our live broadcasts, they are available for immediate review over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. I am just dying here trying to talk. Anyway, we'll get through it. We had a pretty good day today. We had to earn our money today. It was a little bit choppy. We had couple good EWOs, but other than that, we had to fight for our money. And as I can see on my screen here, we get into a nice EWO right now on ES, which is the S&P 500. However, it's got to break above and hold above this 200 that you see here. It's that little blue line on my chart. That's the 200 MA. That's a very strong resistance, second only to VWAP, which is that little yellow line there. What you see on my screen is my Webull app screen. This is what I use to trade on also. I mean, I do use TradingView. I love using TradingView to chart on, and I can also link this Webull account to that and conduct my trades through TradingView. But this is what one of my screens, and I have a boatload of them. You can customize this all you want. You know, I can bring up all kinds of other screens that I have saved, you know, and you can customize it and design it however you want. I'm always changing my screen around. This is what I currently have. I have my main chart. I have my account information, futures widget, all that stuff down here. I have my L2 order book right here and my actually to enter the trade type of thing here. and I have a couple little mini charts, and then I have some other things like a news widget, and I have a tops widget which I use for pre-market trading, shows the top stocks, and there's the news. It pops up for whatever I'm looking at. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'm going to do my best to get through this program today. And so what we'd like to do here, and then, by the way, I should point out for those of you who are first-time visitors, what you see on my screen should never be copied or mimicked. This is a paper trading account. I never trade my real account live, mainly for the main reason is I am distracted looking and reading your comments on my other monitors and answering questions, so I am not laser focused on my trades. If you're going to trade real money, you must be laser focused, paying attention to everything on your trading screen so that you can react accordingly. And all it takes sometime is 5 seconds to look away and you can get your face ripped off. Had it happen many, many, many times. If it hasn't happened to you yet, it will. Give it time. So anyhow, so I will be conducting live trades. This is a simulated account we call our paper trading account. It allows you, and all your brokers will offer this. You don't have to use Webull. If you're with a broker you like, no reason to change. But you can conduct live trades here in real time using fake money. So, any mistakes that you make, it doesn't really cost you real money. And really, the whole sole purpose of a paper trading account is to get you so that you can master the software that you're using to enter and exit trades. And once you get that done, then you can, once you learn how to master all those things, then you can try paper trading and trying to see how well you do on implementing trading strategies to make money. So you never trade real money while you're learning or while you're trading. So you don't want to do that. Never practice with real money. That's how you wreck your account. As always, if you have any questions about futures trading or trading, feel free to type it into your social media chat box, and we will do our best to answer your questions live as time allows. We will also conduct some live trades. I'll show you some trading strategies along the way. I'll show you things what you shouldn't do, and if you do them, this is what the result is. I will show you if you don't do this or watch out for that, how it will cost you money. And you'll be able to view that right here on my screen. So don't be upset if you see me losing money, because it's not real money. But yet I can show you real live examples of what not to do, because I'm very good at doing things you're not supposed to do. Matter of fact, I consider myself a professional of doing the things you should not do. And if you don't believe me, follow me for a day, and I will show probably all of them to you in any given day. So we try to work on that, try not to do the things we know we shouldn't be doing. But we're human, and we do make mistakes and poor judgment sometimes, and it costs us real-time money. So we don't want to do that. Coach has rules that we follow, we try to adhere to. They're very simple rules, actually, but they're designed to keep you from wrecking your account, not so much on making money. Now, Coach teaches us different trading strategies for different situations, whether it's day trading, swing trading, or whatever, right? How to trade when the market goes up, how to trade when the market goes down, and even how to trade when the market goes sideways. I was actually doing a lot of sideways trading, which you'd call channel trading, today, playing ES. Was that the best thing for me to trade today? Probably not, especially after seeing that the cows really went up and down today. Could have made some real money that way. But I was focused on trading ES today, which is the S&P 500. And I did very well, so don't feel bad for me. But there was some really nice, easy trades elsewhere in the markets. And I kind of had my blinders on, not paying attention, even though I had those other charts up and visible. I wasn't really looking at it because I was focused on my trades. So just because one thing's running bad doesn't mean something else isn't running good. So don't get focused and hung up and feel like you're married to one individual trade. Look elsewhere, right? No sense trying to force trades and lose money that way. So that's how we learn. So, right. Matter of fact, I had one trade today that shouldn't have took to start with. It cost me $6,000 on one little quick pullback. The time I clicked the button to get out, I think I blinked a little bit too long, And by then I was like, oh, I got to get out of this. And I was like, oh, there goes $6,000. So, but I did well today. So do not feel bad for me. I'm sure you don't, but don't feel bad for me anyway. Good to see everybody over there on TikTok, Steve and our Cactus crew and Macon and Doug and Peter's all over there, and over you guys over there on our YouTube live feeds. The ones made comments, I can tell who's there, such as Donna, Juju, Thomas, X the Trader, Doug's over there. Trading Pennies, good to see you back also. Speaking of YouTube live feed, if you will go over to our YouTube live feed, Doug has been so gracious, and Doug is one of our moderators, trading moderators also. Direct links to our promos that we have going on right now here at AmericanDreamTrading.com, and you can click on them. The last one that he has posted over there is a drawing for a $1,000 cold hard cash giveaway. All you got to do is click that link. It'll take you directly to our website, and you can enter in using the Gleam software that's built in there and enter a drawing to win $1,000 cold hard cash. No strings attached. The only caveat is you must be in the United States to participate in that drawing. We cannot ship money outside of the country. So you must be a resident of the United States of America to participate in that drawing. And all that drawing is it's just asking you, it's a sweepstakes kind of thing. It asks you to visit like our website and our social media platforms and all those kind of things. Doesn't cost you any money. It's totally free. As a matter of fact, if this is your first time visiting today and you never come back, if you enter that drawing, you're still eligible to win. As a matter of fact, even our paid members and people like me, moderators, are even eligible to enter that sweepstakes because no one at American Dream Trading will be picking the winners. It's done totally by that software. Whenever coach decides to close it, which I believe is at the end of the month, all those entries in there will be, one of them will be randomly drawn, and the $1,000 will be awarded to that person. So that's even why paid members at American Dream Trading are eligible. Just like you are. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to buy anything. Just by showing up today, if you go over there and click that link on our YouTube live chat, you will be able to enter that. The links are also available inside our free Discord over at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Scroll down about halfway down that landing page, and you'll see a link to our Discord. You can join our free Discord, get in there, and all those links are in there also. So there's 2 ways to enter right there. You can get up to 10 entries the first day, and each and every day after that, you can get 1 additional entry. So can't win if you don't enter. All right. So let's take a walk around. By the way, AmericanDreamTrading.com. No reason not to have a free Discord. Get over there and grab that. Get you instant access into our stock lounge where you can interact with other members of American Dream Trading and other free members. And there's a lot of people in there, just free members, have never bought a membership, but they hang out there. And you know what? We welcome you that way, just as we would here in our free live feeds that we present to you every single day. Again, now I should tell you that what you see here live every single day is but just the tip of the iceberg. It will melt your mind when you see what we have available over there for you. We have our Diamond membership, which is our all-in-one membership. It's a lifetime membership. Pay one time, never ever pay again. It gets you lifetime memberships to trade stocks, stock options, crypto, futures. It gets you the mentorship class with Coach, which that's $6,000 a year on its own. That's an a la carte type a la carte type membership. We get the breakout rooms and much more. You can head over to our website and our Discord for further information on that. I'll show you a video later on everything that's included in that Diamond membership. It's the creme la creme. It's the all-in-one. It's the cat's meow. It's the kitchen sink. It's everything all in one. And anything that we come out in the future is also included in that one price you never ever pay again. Full access all the time, forever. Or as Coach would say, forever. If you didn't catch him live yesterday. Anyway, check it out. All right, let's take a walk around the block. If you have questions, feel free to type them in. I'll come back through here and we'll look it over. Let's see. So, oh, by the way, those of you who are on TikTok, I'm not able to share directly through the TikTok Live software because I run my system on a Mac, and there's a now only works on Windows operating system. So for the best view, head on over to the YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Basically, you're looking at those on TikTok are looking at my screen right here with an iPad pointed to it, and it's sitting next to me. So the only audio you get is what's coming out of my pie hole. If you want the best audio, best video, and you want to be able to see videos when I play them in their entirety and be able to hear them, head on over to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. And it's always good to have a backup system anyway, in case TikTok goes down or whatever. So head on over. It's up to you. If you want to hang out on X, that's fine also. Whatever you like. Make sure over there on YouTube that you are clicking that thumbs up button. I don't see as many people that says it's watching right now have clicked that. So if you want to go give me a thumbs up on that, that will help our logarithm. And right now we only have about 30% of you have clicked the thumbs up button. It's not hard. Please go click that thumbs up button. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right, let's take a walk around the block. Of course, this time of the day, the indices are the ones that's always have the volume. We can take a look at gold. Let's see what the metals are doing. Let's take a look at gold. As you can see, gold is doing kind of the inverse of the indices, going down, down, down. It's been a little rough ride on gold today. People are tending to get out of their gold positions and moving into the open markets where the money's at. There's not as much fear in the market, so as such, your metal, especially gold, will tend to go the opposite way. Silver's, not so much. Silver's not a, I don't know what word I'm looking for, an investment, a precious metal per se, because it's used in industrial applications more than anything. Over 50% of all silver is used in industrial applications, such as computer boards and things like that. So it's more of just an ordinary metal. Copper also is another big metal that we look at. I like trading copper also. We can take a quick look at copper to see what it's looking like. I didn't look at copper at all today. I think it looks pretty much just like gold did, huh? Right there. If we look at silver will be right there. And silver kind of looks the same way, just kind of flat, holding around that $32 mark. And we can take a look. Now, here's the one I should have been in today. One of our members was and just destroyed it today. What was I looking for? Live cattle. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Look at that trade. Look at that. Oh, my. Look at had that nice EWO up, and then it turned around and sold off, had a nice EWO to the downside. Look at that. That is a lot of money there, folks. It could have been made. That would have been a heck of a lot easier trade to do today than what I did. I was scalping in and out and doing a lot of work, and it's also more stressful jumping in and out like that. So I could have sat over here. Matter of fact, I said I was looking to start trading cattle this week because I never have. And when I first looked at it at the open, it was kind of a little choppy and rough. I'm like, and I never looked at it again. Even though I had a mini chart of this up on my one monitor, I just didn't pay attention to it. I looked at that after the fact, after it was already on the top, and I'm like, holy cow, look at what I missed, right? Anyway, can't catch them all. Okay, then we also have our indices. We also have futures. They were a little choppy also today. They kind of reflect the overall market. Was on a nice downtrend. If you look at the overall trend, had a nice rise, same thing. And then it went down into red EWOs. A little choppy up and down. You had to be in and out of those, but that was a lot of money to be made there also, especially to the downside. We also have another one I like to trade is Australian dollar. Been one of our moderators, Ralph. He's our currency guru. Whether he wants that title or not, we lean to Ralph about currencies, educating us on that. And he made me aware of the Australian dollar there a couple weeks ago. Elections were coming up in Australia, which has already occurred, and I made some good money on that the other day, but not today. I didn't trade that. Another beautiful trade. That's even better looking into euro, right? That is a lot of money. The upside, not so much, but then it went down, right? Beautiful trade. There's money to be made everywhere, except for Mark was in chop all day at ES playing that. I was having fun. Don't get me wrong, but it would have been a lot less. It'd have been a lot better to do something like this, right? Have a nice ride down. You click in once and decide to click when you want to get out, right? Nice easy ride. We also, what else do we have? What we haven't looked at? Energy. I believe oil had a nice run there earlier to the upside and to the downside. What time was this? 5 o'clock this morning. Had a nice ginormous pull, and then it started an upward trend around 8:30 this morning. Rose up really nice, got into some chop, had a humongous drop here at 10:30. I know somebody said something about it. I didn't look to see what the news was. I don't remember if somebody said something or not. But that's 10. Oh, I know what it is. Duh. That was the distillate reports come out every Wednesday at 10:30. Gives you the production levels for crude oil, gasoline, natural gas, or not natural gas, gasoline, crude oil, and what else? Something else I'm missing. Can't think of at the moment. So anyway, it showed lower stockpiles overall. So that's why that number dropped a little bit. Again, more of a knee-jerk reaction rather than shockingly bad numbers. It was just more a knee-jerk reaction. Now, last Wednesday, when I looked at it, the numbers were down, but the market didn't really react, but today it did. A little delayed reaction when they digested it. And of course, as you can see, after the knee-jerk reaction, like it is typical with a lot of economic news, it kind of recovered nicely, and it's pretty much back to its average around in the mid-60s, low 60s. We're looking for resistance around 66, 65, around up at that area. So it should be okay. Overall, itching its way up to about 65, and it'll really run into probably some resistance. Anyway, so that was a good play. Also on oil, we did have members playing that. I heard them call that out. And what else do we have here? We have, I didn't look at cryptos. I already showed you that. Interest rate ones probably didn't do a whole lot, but we'll take a look and see. Ooh, it's a did. Holy cow, look at that play. I didn't even look at that all day. Look at the treasuries, 2-year treasury. There's a lot of money, Ange. Look at that. We have a couple. I think we only have 1 or 2 members that play the treasuries or look at them. Wow, that'd been a great play there. Look at that. How sweet that is. But what did I do? I hung on over here in the S&P and played around in all this chop. Was I making money in all that chop? Yes, I was. How did I make money in all that chop? I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you, because it was respecting the indicators, and so I was playing off of the bounce off of VWAP. Once it came and broke down below, now I played it earlier too. I mean, I was in it. I did this play to the downside after it broke VWAP, ran that down a little bit. But then I just kind of hung out there, and I don't know why, but I did, because it was in a channel, and I seen it moving up and down nicely, and it was bouncing off the indicator. So it would come down, bounce up, it would hit the 9, come back down to this 900 level, bounce back up. It just kept ping-ponging. And even though some of these candles aren't solid, I was playing these ups and downs, these volatility. So you can see these wicks are all pretty much, even the ones that didn't have full bodies, the wicks were touching, and I was literally in and out of them in seconds. I was trading a higher than my normal amount of contracts today for that very reason, because I was scalping and I wanted to grab as many pennies as I could out of that. So it worked out pretty good. It was a lot of work. Bounce up, play it down, those type of things. But I was playing, as you can see, or you can't see the 9 here. This is this little white line, the blue line here. It was bouncing on and off that, plus the 200 and a VWAP. So I was playing those channels up and down and all around. Sometimes I made really good money, and sometimes I broke even. And there was quite a few times that I got my face ripped off because I got schnookered by the L2. I was doing pure L2 trades. What do I mean by that? I was watching my L2 here to see where it wanted to go, whether it was going to go up or down more. and it was really just an up and down. And I would see a large order once it got up to the, like in this case, let's just say VWAP, and that it was it going to come back down. I'd see a large order, a larger than normal order down here. So I had a more likelihood it was going to pull that way, and so I played the bounces off of them. It worked out pretty good overall. There's a lot of trading involved. I would hate to go look at my trading record today, see how many trades I did. It was more than I probably should had I been in one of the other trades like agriculture or the euro or oil and all of them, right? It would have been a lot simpler. Now, we did have a really good breakout here off of this double bottom bounce, and I was playing these. We were calling out the levels live as it happened, up and down. It was uncanny. I was doing L2s, and I was calling out, oh, look at that big order right there, 1903. Well, that acts as a magnet to pull the prices down. Why would I want to pay you see how that order already filled. Why would I want to pay 903 when I can pay 900 and join these people down here with the big orders? Now, there's not a big order there right now, but so that's how I was doing it there. And then we had a nice run up. It started about 11 o'clock. It ran up, did the same thing. Come down here. I was doing L2 plays, calling out levels as they happen. 904 was a nice solid level for the longest time today. It's kind of like a gold level. Also the 900 and the 894 area. So they were pretty good solid levels to play off of today. Make money when it was coming down and bouncing off of it and rejecting, or as it was coming up and bouncing off and rejecting, or breaking through. So employed a lot of scalps today. My intention was, my bias was at the beginning of the day, as I was going to do just EWOs because one of our members called me out on it. Hey, you going to do EWOs today? Because I keep running my mouth.
Just
that
scalp
lasted,
today.
what, 5 minutes?
Been scalping today, Mark.
Yeah, thank you.
Just scalp.
But I'm trying to do more EWO plays, but I started in one and then it got choppy and I'm like, I ain't giving up this money. It got really choppy at the open and I just like, all right, never mind. I'm going to got into this. I'm like, nah, this is a scalping day for me. Now, had I gone elsewhere, I could have had easy money ride, but I didn't. I stayed in this. Wait a minute. What's that laugh? I know that laugh. Is that Eric's laugh?
Oh, it's Eric's Moto in the house.
Oh, Eric's in the house.
All right,
Eric's in the house. How'd you do today, Eric? I shared your little picture with the paid members before we went live today. That was pretty creative of you. You're a pretty good drawer.
Oh, I know. That's my Apple T-Rex. I drank too much Kool-Aid this morning and decided just to take a little number one.
I seen that.
And I
T-Rex cheeks, Mark.
Yeah.
Made that profit. Executed it. Shave, collect, shave, collect, shave, collect.
There we go. That's all I did today. I did it the hard way. I could have done it easier by going cattle or agriculture or oil, but no, Mark had his blinders on, wasn't paying attention to all his charts that were clearly in my view. All I had to do was look up and see that they were moving, and I didn't. So
look at MES main. That's still not a break and hold.
No, that's what you see on my screen. It's ES, same difference, right?
Yep.
There we go. So, all right, let's see what questions we have. Wall Street 55 says over there on TikTok there for you, Eric. Apple, triple bottom. There you go. Eric helps out over there as one of the training moderators in the Apple Live chat every day, Monday through Friday. That's one of the benefits of the Diamond and VIP Gold memberships levels, is that they walk through the Apple trade all day long, especially the first half of the day, and they discuss the trade as it happens. Nobody tells anybody else when to buy or sell, but they discuss the trade. We did that here today, or well, matter of fact, we did it before the market opened this morning, did we not, with gold? Walked a member through a trade live as it happened and asking him questions and make him think about what he was doing. Why should he stay in, or why should he get out, or why should he stay in, right? And where's the levels at? So we did a live walkthrough in gold. That was probably about for about a half hour, I would guess. It was quite a while. It was very good. It was I enjoyed it. I learned some things there too. So it was a nice EWO play to the downside on gold this morning. So we walked through that. Good. And Eric is over there talking to Mr. Wall Street there. Let's go. There you go. Look at that. Eric just jumped over there to TikTok, and now he's over there talking Apple. This is futures, Eric.
Yeah, no, I just answered that guy's question. Yeah.
Blasphemy.
No, I'm just teasing. You can do
Nah,
what
because
you
he's
do.
like, he said double bottom, but like, no, that's not a double bottom. Double bottom is at 210.58 if
There
it
you
can reach
go.
down there. But we do have a support at that 211.28 30-ish area on that one, Wall Street's. But going back to MES main, still not a breaking hold mark. Still
No.
consolidating there.
Oh, and this is what I traded all day, Eric.
Trash.
Trash.
I did okay, Eric. My first number started with a 6 today, so I did okay.
Were you able to ride all the way down to that 891.48 mark?
Went down to, I think it was, what was it, 89, 88, 80, 90, what did I go, 84?
You see that
Before I
nice drop?
stopped trading.
Yeah, that nice drop. I rode that drop.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think it's that level. Was it that, or was it the 87 level? I didn't have a line on my chart because I don't have my charts updated. Shame on me. Doug gave a call out with the level he had, and it came right down to that level that Doug called out. So good for him, right? That Doug, he knows some stuff. I don't know if you hang out with Doug, Eric, but that Doug guy, he knows some stuff.
Oh yeah, he hangs out with ADT.
There you go. So, all right, what other questions do we have? By the way, that was a bonus. We don't even charge extra for that, Wall Street. You got a stock education there totally for free. Oh, wait, this feeds live for free too, isn't it? All right, well, you got a bonus education there. All right, let's see. What do we got over here in the YouTube live questions? Let me scroll back up.
Whoa, huge spike on MES.
Oh, yeah, but we don't chase candles, do we, Eric?
Nope.
We wait for that 50%
What a spike.
pullback.
Did we get news? What do we get?
Well, we're going to wait for that 50% pullback that's likely to happen right now, right?
Yep.
West Palm, Frankie.
Let's wait and see.
Oh
We'll catch
my
that.
God,
We'll catch
look at that
to the
spike.
downside. We're going to catch that to the downside, Eric.
Damn.
That's what we're going to do.
Frankie.
Holy cow, look at it on the 1-minute chart. Wow.
Damn.
Oh, I'm
What
going to definitely
news?
snag that to the downside if it pulls. I didn't click my button for some reason. I missed it. That's all right.
So looking for news. I
don't know. Mark got schnookered. There we go. Mark didn't get in that trade soon enough. We'll see.
No news.
Oh, look, Eric. Taking profits at the top. That's the whole theory behind the 50% pullback on large gamma candles, is that people will take their profits once it reaches the top, and it'll pull back before it settles out. And I'm just going to go ahead and get out of this trade. It's still pausing. Pause.
That was a huge Mirabusa candle.
There we go. Right there. Hey, don't be using them 4-syllable words in here. That's for the stock lounge. And that was, I don't know. That was $3,663 I made just on that 50% pullback there, Eric. What do you think about that, buddy? Huh?
Jeez.
Yeah, that was on 30 contracts.
Damn.
Look at that, Eric. Where did I learn how to do that at? Where did I learn that 50% pullback at?
AmericanDreamTrading.com.
Now, I said that was going to happen before it happened, didn't it? Does that make me psychic? No. That's one of the things, many things a coach teaches us, right? Expect a pullback. Now, I actually played one today, and I did what I just did there. Go ahead and entered and waited for the pullback. And guess what? It went the other way. Ripped my face off. It went up instead of going down. And but you'll have that once in a while. Statistically, that will happen. You generally get a 50% pullback. And the idea, again, is that's such a fast rise that people are going to lock in their profits and banks on that, right? And it may continue back up. We don't know, right? So, been sitting there all day. Matter of fact, I was said right before I got off the live training, before the 2 o'clock show started here, you watch. The market will take off. Once I'm in, I won't be able to do anything about it. So, you got a big double top up here, that 920-ish area, and you got one down here, 917-ish area. So there's a few barriers to the profits on the upside, as always. There you go. Oh, look at that, Eric. I didn't even have that line drawn there. And I put it over, I was looking at this. Look at that, these double, triple tops here. Oh, look where did that wick stop on this when I drew that line across. Look at that. Right there where that historical level's at. Does historical levels matter, Eric?
Mm.
You better believe they do.
The
Look at
historical
that.
levels
Look at
do
that.
matter.
Look at that. Look how many times it did that. And that's where that ginormous candle stopped right at. Tell me if people don't know what's going on around here. I'll tell you what. We go along for the ride. So,
That's right.
all right, let's see. Where was I at? Al, answering questions on YouTube. Nick, I just opened a futures account. What futures should I start with? Well, are there option contracts the same as futures contracts? Yes and no. I don't trade futures contracts, have no intention of ever trading futures contracts. They are different, though. There's a lot more, what else the word I want to look for? Bigger spreads on them, I think. I have no intention of ever trading them. I have never even really looked at them, but I know eventually I'm going to have to start teaching on it when members want to do that. But presently, I went over to futures so I don't have to deal with the gammas and the deltas and all that garbage. So I
Hey,
love
Mark.
trading straight futures. Yes, sir.
When we were chatting about it, he was paper trading a lot in options, stock options, and wanted to know if the contracts were the same as in stock options as they are in futures. And the answer I gave him was no, they're not,
They're not, but they are an option.
because the Greeks.
Yeah. I can't give you an educated on that because I haven't done them myself. And I'd rather not talk about stuff that I don't really have knowledge on, right?
We're not going to be training to that.
Yeah. So
right now.
someday we will, but presently, there's no big desire within our futures group to trade the actual futures options. Everybody's pretty comfortable right now doing what we're doing. Does that mean we'll never train on it? No, it doesn't mean that. And I would expect that we will here someday. But as it stands now, I have no desire to do that, but I will do whatever the membership feels they want to learn. So always open to it. It is part of the futures world. So, you just can't ignore it, right? Because there are people that love to do those kind of things. So we will provide training on that should the need arise. There's not been an outcry from the membership yet to say, we want futures options, right? And matter of fact, I went so far said I will never trade a stock option ever again. I love straight futures contracts that much. I have no desire to go trade futures options. I should go back over really and do that for a day or two, just so see how much better I would be at it. Because I'm a better trader now than I was 6 months ago or a year ago, right? I should do it just to. I mean, I did all right anyway. Don't get me wrong, but I'm probably better at it even now, right? Being over here, so learning more every day, right? So, but anyway, what should you trade with $500? I cannot give you financial investment or tax advice because neither I or anyone else here at American Dream Trading are licensed financial advisors, and as such, we cannot give you that. Now, I can tell you something you want to start trading out are micro contracts. I personally chose micro gold, which is MCL. But why? Because it was a lower cost one that I could trade in the evenings. It was like, well, it's like $650 or something now per contract. So in the evening, so I could trade that in the evenings. I started with a $700 account for that very reason. Are there less expensive ones? There's a few. During the day, you obviously trade a lot more because at 9 o'clock the price of the contracts drop tremendously. So, but basically, find what you would do is go in and start paper trading some different things, get to learn them. I paper traded oil a lot, and I got good levels charted out. Watched how it lived and breathed for the news and different things. And so I had paper traded that for like 3 weeks before I even funded my account. So that's naturally what I started with to start making real money and do that over and over, day after day after day, and you build your account up pretty quick. But micros is where you want to start when you get to that point and get educated enough to trade real money. But start trading, you want to trade micros. That's where you go. They're usually, as a general rule, 1/10 of the cost. They're also 1/10 of the payout. So if you have a losing trade and goes against you, you have 1/10 of the loss that you would by trading in E-mini, which is I call the big boy stocks. So always start out slow. Never trade with real money. Train with it either. M Records said got liquidated. Well, what you must have dropped below the margin requirements, correct? And if you don't have enough money in your account, they will liquidate you once your account drops down to a certain percentage. We've only had, at this point, 3 people that I am aware of within our group that faced that before, and their account got down to, I don't know, like 7%. They closed out the trade. If you get a margin call and you don't fill it, yes, they will close your account and you're done. Doesn't mean that's the end of your life, right? It's just means you weren't educated enough to understand. If you get a margin call account and you're done, it's enough to understand probably. But there are risks with any investment. If you don't understand them, you can get yourself into big trouble in a hurry. So feel free to join us, and maybe we can help get you that education that you are lacking and that you can be more successful in the future. We have many, many, many members in here with stories that would break your heart of the money that they blew over the years. When we're talking $500,000, $1 million that they lost trying to invest in the markets when they really weren't adequately trained, right? But well, we have somebody over that's in our group now, and he pops in over here on YouTube once in a while. And Scalping Strategies is the name he goes by on YouTube. He shared the other day publicly, and he gave me permission. He personally lost $500,000 over time trying to trade futures and other investments. Now he's came over here and got his membership, got trained up, took his time. He followed our advice to go at it slow. I didn't ask. I seen he was on yesterday, but I didn't ask him. He had 4 days. No, this was a couple days ago. Last 4 trading, I think it was Monday. Last 4 trading days, he made $4,132. I just happen to remember that number. So it has really taken. He's really came in with an empty cup and embraced what Coach teaches on a daily basis and listened and applied those things. And he's turned his trading around already in a matter of, well, he watched live for free for a while. He didn't just jump in. So over a matter of a couple months of education, he's just a light bulb went off for him, and he's able to apply those things. Does that mean he's not losing any money? No, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean he doesn't have bad trades. We all have. I have bad trades every day. I have red trades. Eric, you got your hand up for a reason?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so, but during after hours, you need to have more money in your account, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, as an example, and we do have a cheat sheet made out for our members there, Eric. You'll find that in the Futures Lounge, easily accessible, and you can print it out. I just updated it not too long ago, this week. Just as an example, to buy one ES contract, that's the big boy, you have to have $1,436.36 at least in your margin account to trade one contract of ES, which is the S&P 500. At nighttime, that same contract, you have to have nearly $24,000 in your margin account. And why is that? Because now the broker's at risk for that money from 6 p.m. until 9 a.m. the next morning. So you are going to pay a premium. Do all brokers do that? Nah, maybe not so much. Some do it even more. It's broker dependent on what they want to charge for their margin rates. Now the payouts are a fixed amount. All brokers have to pay the same amount out, but margin requirements are set by the broker. Can charge extra if they want to. Let's put it that way, right? So they have to fork out money to the CME group at a fixed rate. If they want to charge extra, they can do that. So anyhow, all right. So yeah, like an ES or micro ES at night, or during the day is 140, just say $144. I'm rounding up, but at night that same contract you have to have $2,400 in your account to trade one contract. So it varies what they are. I mean, you can trade some of the currencies at night for a couple $100. You can trade the Australian dollar for 240. You can trade the Canadian dollar for 149, basically. You can trade the British pound for 240. So they do vary. There are some things, but yes, you can get started technically with a 500, but you just have to you're limited or what you can trade, but you could still do it. So that's what I did. That's what many of our members did. We even have OGs in here that are doing it. Frankie, he's doing it. Eric's doing it, trading micros, right, Eric? You started out that way when you came over here. You still trade micros, Eric, or did you?
Yeah, no, I'm still with micros.
Oh, okay. Well, see, and Eric's got Derek doesn't really have to. He's got the knowledge. He can trade. He understands. He's been trading for a few years now, so he gets it. But he's starting out like we recommend. Let's start out with micros, get the feel of how things work, right? If you can turn pennies into dollars, and you can turn dollars into $10, right? If you suck at turning pennies into dollars, you're going to suck at turning dollars into $10. So you want to start out good. So, all right. Okay, thanks, Doug. How's this? Does it sound a little bit better now? He said my mic was pretty hot. Could be just out of
No,
a big
yours
mouth.
yours is fine, but when Eric and I come in, I guess we're a little bit hot, so I turned the gain down on mine.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't notice because you're feeding through one of my speakers over here.
Right.
All right.
The question on YouTube was there a way that you could tone down that through your Stream Deck?
Not well. Yes, I could. Yep, I can do that. I got a little slider button here. Let me turn that down. Talk a little bit, Doug.
How's that? Is that better?
Slide it down. I'm going to slide the peak down a little bit. There we go. All right. We'll be good there. We'll try that. If everybody thinks it's too loud, let us know. I can adjust it some more. I usually just set it and forget it. I don't think it's, well, I mean, it doesn't sound loud coming over my stuff, but.
No, me either.
All right. So anyway, Nick, to answer your question, I can't tell you what to trade. You just have to get in there and look and see what you like. You might like trading oil. You might like trading currencies. There's different sectors. You can go take a look at them, kind of look at what they cost, the margin requirements, which is available if you're on Webull per se. All the brokers will have their margin requirements for during the intraday, they call it, during the day trade. And if they charge extra for overnight margins, they will also list that. So take a look at the list, see what fits in your budget, right? And then go look at the charts and take a look at them, paper trade them, see which one. You'll find 1 to 3 or 5 that you'll like, and you can play around with those and go for that while you're learning how to do it. Let's see, J-Dog. J-Dog says he knows exactly what not to do, all right? Yeah, well, I do too, but I keep doing the same things over and over again. So you got to engineer them out, right? So we're human. If I had to start over with $1,000 and no reputation, oh, do I have a reputation? What would you focus on first? I would do the exact same thing. I would start trading micros. I don't think I'd change a thing. I mean, I could have traded anything. I just picked gold, or not gold, but oil. I didn't pick it for any particular reason other than the cost. So it doesn't really matter what you trade, as long as you learn how to do it, right? So, all right. Let's see. Trade more, trade less. Yes. Oh, you're trading with options. Okay. Again, remember, every investment vehicle has its own thing to do. Yeah, we don't trade options here. You trade futures options, Nick, or stock options? I don't trade futures options at all. So let's see what else you got here. He might have answered that already.
Oil's in a beautiful downward EWO.
Oil. Let's take a look.
So pretty.
Take a look. See. Energy sector. Energy. Oil. Ooh, look at that. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Still going down.
Yeah. Finally got below that $63 level I was calling out earlier today.
Yeah. Consolidated just above that for the longest time, right?
Yeah.
It's been really huge price swings on it, which is good for us because we get to ride along and make money off of it.
Yeah. This is double bottom territory again.
Oh, good. Nick's dabbling in a little bit of swing trading. We have members in here that swing trade. Good. Yep. I don't swing trade. I never really did, and I paper traded it for a while, and then I've done two with live money, real money swing trade twice. I think they were both on copper, weren't they? I think the big one was on. I made good money on copper on one of them. I can't remember if the other one was copper or not. I think it was. Let's see. Can you trade unlimited in futures? Yes, you can. The minute you exit the trade, you can retrade that money. There's instant cash settlements, unlike trading stocks or stock options where you have to wait until the next day. The other advantage of trading using the margin account in futures versus using a margin account in stocks is that there's no minimum you have to keep in your account. You can only trade, of course, what's in your account. But it is instant cash settlement. There's no pattern day trading rule. And that is if you have less than $25,000 in your stock or stock options account on the margin, if you have less than 25,000, you're going to get potentially well, you could get a margin account if it really dropped, but you will be subject to pattern day trading rule, which means you can only do 3 round trip trades in a 5-day period. So pattern day trading. So if you have less than 25,000 in trading stocks or stock options with a margin, you are subject to that rule if you're under $25,000 at the end of the day. Margins do not, or futures do not have that requirement on their margin. You can have any amount you want in there. You have 500, 5,000, 500,000, whatever you want. You are not subject to pattern day trading rules. That's an SEC designation for those under 25,000. It's there to protect you on a margin account. Futures, it's instant settlement. So you can trade not only the money that you made, but you also get that margin instantly re-released so that you can trade it again. Ricardo, do I trade options? I trade stock options, but I do not trade futures options. All right. And Wall Street called out 10 minutes till 3 o'clock. At Power Hour starts at 3 o'clock. Well, it starts some of the most volatile trading of the day. And I like to be in the equities market where all the action is happening. All right. By the way, Coach still has those $5,000 diamond memberships. That's our all-in-one membership. Includes the lifetime memberships. Never ever pay again for anything. Everything that we have now or will have in the future. And that's all one price. Let me share with you a video here real quick. Takes about 5 minutes. The diamond membership, even though it doesn't say it in here because we didn't have the diamond membership when this video was made. However, every single thing that you will see on this video is included in our all-in-one new diamond membership. You pay the one time for $5,000 and you get everything that'll be on this video. So I'm going to play Coach this video where Coach describes everything that is included that we have, and it's all included in our diamond membership. Again, those of you on TikTok will not be able to hear the video. You will have to read the subtitles. If you want to see the good video then with the audio, you will have to go over to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So I will put this here where you can see it, but you will not be able to hear it. You'll have to read the subtitles. So here is Coach talking about all the different benefits of our memberships.
So if you guys are interested in joining us, head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. You guys can sign up for a free Discord or one of our paid membership. Our first paid membership that we have is our regular premium membership. With that, you guys will get access to our Zoom. Inside of our Zoom, you will have a live open microphone. You will get live training and trading starting at around 8:45 until market close every day at 4 p.m. when the market is open. You guys will also receive the hot stock pick, the pre-market setup where we go over strategic levels of certain key different stocks throughout the day you can use, and also at the opening of the bell. As a regular paid member, you will also get the IPO Center. So any new and exciting IPOs that come out, you will get them first. Plus all the videos on demand. We have around 11 videos to help you get started on your journey with us here at American Dream Trading. They'll go over things like day trading, swing trading, covered calls, cash secured puts, the wheel option strategy, our 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed from being in the stock market over 33 years. When you're ready to step it up, you can join our VIP membership. By the way, the premium membership starts at $200 a month. The VIP membership starts at $500 a month. With the VIP membership, you guys will get access to early training and trading starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's 12 hours of access to us with some of our self-made millionaires, mentors. And then you'll get training with me starting around 8 o'clock every single day. You guys will get the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. We put on a workshop class once per month. You will get all of the previous workshop classes and any future workshop classes as long as you're a paid member. You'll also get all the VIP training videos. We have over 50 beginner and advanced videos to help your journey. We also have the TradingView indicators. These are an overlay indicator system that goes on top of TradingView. It will require a subscription, which is about $15 a month. This is my 2-minute EWO strategy. You guys can use this with stock, options, futures, and crypto. If you're a VIP member and you want to step it up to our highest level that we have right now, which is VIP Gold, you can do that for an additional $250 a month. Now, with all of our services, you can buy monthly, quarterly, semi-quarterly, or annual, and sometimes we have lifetime deals on these, so make sure you guys are watching for deals. With the VIP Gold, you guys are going to get all the mastermind classes for free, and we have another one coming up. I will let you know when that is coming. You'll also get 1 hour of tech support where we can remote in and look at your systems and help you get set up with your charts, etc. This is not a one-on-one, but this is to help you get started if you need it. We also have weekend training every Saturday at 11 a.m. If you guys have busy lives and schedules and your jobs, right, are always in the way of you trying to get training, well, we have weekend training. We also have the VIP Gold Lounge access, the VIP Gold Priority Help Desk support. We have our news service where we're giving daily and weekly outlooks of the news. We also have breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. with our other self-made millionaires and mentors, so make sure you guys check that out. Everything inside of the VIP room is recorded, so all of these sessions are recorded for you, including all the training that I had mentioned before. You can catch all of this in the replays only for VIP Gold members, so if you have busy lives, everything is recorded for you. Of course, we have other things inside of the VIP Gold, like the 90-day challenge, the debt-free challenge, where we're helping you to become debt-free, and our brand new in beta live Apple chat, where you guys can watch one of our moderators, David over there, live trade Apple with the 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed. He has made currently at this time, as of December 2024, he is over $320,000 in profits that he has made using this strategy over the last 2 years. We also have our brand new futures membership. You guys will start getting training for futures from noon to 4 p.m. every day, and all the training videos, terminology, everything you need to get started in futures with our futures membership. With the futures membership, you guys also get the TradingView indicators. So those are only available to VIP and futures members. Some of our a la carte services you guys can get. You can get a one-on-one with a moderator. We have all of our training videos, like the mastermind classes, how to grow a small account part 1 and 2 when it's released, but you guys can buy those from our website. You guys can also get inside of our mentorship program. Our mentorship program is $500 a month. You will sit with me every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern for an hour in a small, intimate group where we can go over larger items or just get you kickstarted, right? Can be IRAs, 401ks, SEP, anything you guys want to talk about, swing trading, day trading, right? Anything that you guys want to get inside of that room. It's just like having a one-on-one with me every single week. And again, those are all of our products and services you guys can get at any time by going to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
And there you go. That's a highlight of all our different memberships that we have currently available. And as I stated beforehand, the Diamond, didn't mute here. Sorry, forgot to turn my mic back on. That's the video of all the different memberships that we have available here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. And as I mentioned, the Diamond membership includes every single thing that Coach talked about on that 5-minute video. So head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and grab that Diamond membership. It's a one-time payment of $5,000, and it will get you all of that. I mean, the mentorship program alone that he talks about on there is $6,000 a year. So that's just one membership. You know, lifetime membership with for the futures is $4,000, same as it is with crypto. the lifetime membership for VIP Gold Completes $8,000. So he's giving the diamond memberships away basically for $5,000. It's a special promo, and he is going to be doing away with all those lifetimes here very shortly. He mentioned it again today that I don't know. I don't know what day it is, but it's coming because he's talking about it more, which means not listening to Coach for these last 2+ years. It's coming very quickly, so better get it. If not, you're going to be one of those that have the regret. And that applies to our paid members inside this room right now. So check that out. If you can do it, sell the house, sell the wife, sell the kids, sell the car, sell a kidney, sell the neighbor's house, sell the neighbor's car, sell the neighbor's kidney, whatever. You know, do whatever you can try to work out to get that. I would highly recommend now's the time, especially if you've been sitting here watching for free for a long time. You know, maybe it's time to step up your game. Today's the day to do it. So anyway, check it out. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Hey there, look over there. Look at the old fart over there on TikTok. Dave's back. If you don't know who Dave is, if you know who Noah is, Noah, he's Noah's cousin. He helped him build the ark when it rained way back when. So he's been around for a while, and he's over there on TikTok. If that old fart can figure out TikTok, anybody can, except for me. So anyway, all right. So any questions you have, I will try to answer them here. We are now officially in Power Hour. Ooh, right. And what is Power Hour? It simply means it's the last hour of the main trading day when the New York Stock Exchange is open. Markets tend to get a little more volatile. And people will start selling off their positions, taking their profits and going home from the day. They don't all do it, but a lot of them do. It really starts to get volatile in the last 10, 15 minutes of the day when people really start bailing out of positions or even entering new positions because things are on sale. A lot of times people will sell off, right? And the price of the market not crashes, but drops way down low. And then people see that as a buying opportunity because of it's on sale. They see a sale price. Wall Street says ADT needs offer financing for third party for diamond package. Well, actually, there are ways to do that there, Wall Street. I believe if you use the Apple Pay, you can do it through there. There are a couple other methods that will offer you multiple payment plans when you buy things on the internet. And Apple, I believe, is one of them. What was the other one? Was it PayPal? I can't remember now. But there are means to do it. We don't finance anything. I mean, we're already financing the price by cutting it so much. So, but yeah, we don't get into. We don't even process credit cards, right? We have a third party, which is WAP, that processes all that information, and we are hands off on your personal information and all. It's just like it is when you swipe your card at the gas station or go to a store or the mall or whatever, or on Amazon. There's a third party that is handling those transactions. The company itself does not hand process them. There's companies that specialize that in doing those very things. So yeah, Apple Pay is one of them. I know we've talked about it. But it's been a while since I heard anybody talk about it. I can send a message to Bruno if you want clarification on that. I mean, I don't know if he's available. He might be training right now, somebody. Can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was. Hang on. I will shoot that question out into the interwebs and see if I can get a definite answer on that. It's been a while, not up on it. Just sent that message out. We'll see if I get an answer back. If he's teaching in a class or something right now, he may not see it right away. I'll see if I can get that answer for you. Right? How's that, Wall Street? See that? What above and beyond just for you. So let's take a look. See here. What are we looking at? Well, I enter this ES trade. I set an alarm so I keep checking my TikTok feed. Do that puzzle piece. All right. If I was going to enter this S&P 500 trade, which is one of my favorites, what is my criteria for entering? Well, let's take a look at my chart here right now. Well, you can see I have a few lines drawn on here. Number one, I want to see ideally all my indicators in my rear view mirror. And right now they're all pretty much jammed up here. So that's ideal. It doesn't have very far to travel to get to beat that criteria. My 9, my 21, my 55 VWAP, and 200, they're literally all stacked up together. So if it can break and hold above this level here, I may think about entering. Ideally, I won't enter until it breaks and holds above. Let me change the color here. We'll just make that yeller. All right. We'll make it extra thick so it stands out a little bit. There we go. I want to see it break and hold above that level before I consider really entering. Now, can I enter right here? Yes. If it comes up here, I can enter there, maybe make a few dollars, see how these all touched here, right? So basically I want to see a break and hold up here that would signify an upward movement. Going down, same thing. If it goes down because all my indicators are jammed up, I don't have far to go. So I would consider jumping in this trade if it broke and hold below this 904. But I'm definitely waiting on the 904 because I already know that's a gold level, even though it doesn't show that on this chart right here because I chart on my other trading view. This is a 904 is a very, very strong level. That's actually a gold level. So there is where to the upside here, to the downside there. And now I got a plan. Let's see what happens here at the 904. How much you want to think it rejects here? Let's see. Bang, look at that. You know, if I was actively participating in this trade, I could make money off that bounce off the bottom. It's done it almost all day long. Broke through once there. Look at all these candles that hit that. Watch when it can see it finally broke through. It bounced here. Finally did break through. Come back up. Look how many times it bounced on it before it finally broke through. But you can go back here on this chart. Look at all these. This is why I say I call it a gold level, just because it has a lot of, it stops the candle movement. Look at all the history there, right? It just wants to stop there. It doesn't mean it's going to stay there forever, but I know I'm going to get support levels and some issues with it breaking through. All right, so it's going to bounce up. Now, what I was doing is I was doing this very play. I was playing off this bounce, clear up to my indicators, and then it rejects and bounces right back down. So I was doing a channel trade. Get in down here, get out up here, get in here, get out down here on a short. See? Watch, you'll see if that does that. So what I was effectively doing is I was getting here, jump in while it's there, right? I was counting on it rejecting off the, and I got in a hair early, but oh well, right? That it's going to bounce off VWAP here, right? That's that little dotted yellow line here. Let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see. Could it break through right here and I lose? Yeah, right? I didn't wait for it to touch it. I got in a hair lick soon, but that's okay. So that's what I was doing all day today. I would play this from here to there and then from there back down and bounce because look what happens statistically. That's what it was doing most of the day. So did every one of them work out? Well, no, because right here's one it isn't right at the moment, right? Does that mean it won't pull back? It doesn't mean that either. It could come up here and reject. We'll see. But that's what I was doing today all day long, off and on. I mean, it did have some runners. So anyway, let's see. Treat yourself. It's my first time doing it. It is what? I guess I would have to.
I'm trying to sort that out for you,
Oh, I
Mark.
see that. Thank you for helping, Doug. You said buy a stock, don't see the option of how to sell it. There you go. So there's where training comes into play, learning how to your mechanics. Well, Doug will help you. Just answer his question so he can walk you through exiting that trade. So, okay, what platform? Oh, Robinhood. You got Robinhood, Doug?
I don't, and I'm trying to ascertain whether or not it was a pure stock trade or if it was an options trade.
Okay. Yeah, if it's
Not
pure
that the
stock
exit
trade,
would
it's
be any
actually pretty
different.
easy. You just go to your positions and tell it to sell it.
Yeah. Sell or buy to close, one
Yeah.
of the two.
Correct.
So look for that option. Treat yourself.
I do have a Robinhood account, but I I haven't sold
I've
any.
got one. I've never
bought.
traded on it though.
Yeah, well, I do have some holdings on there, but I don't actively trade it. We'll see here if this is going. I forgot already it was in this trade, but it doesn't matter. It's not real money. Okay. There you go. He says he sees a buy and trade option only, right? Well, trade will initiate probably one way or another, give you the option to trade it up or down. Let me look at I do have a Robinhood thing. Again, I'm not an expert at it by any means because I don't actively use it, even though I do have some holdings on there. So
Yeah, it says,
you would go to
tap trade and then tap sell or buy to close.
Stupid.
So tap on your position, tap
Yep.
trade, and then tap sell or buy to close.
Correct. So I'm going to look at my one. I tapped on one of my positions. If I want to exit, there's trade, and then you will see sell or buy, right? And I will hold this up to the camera. I don't know how well it's going to come in, but you can see. Here, I'll walk you through it. Let me go back and do that. So I have, let's just say I have something here. So I tap on my position. It opens this up. I can click trade, and then it gives me, back this out a little bit so I can see, like a typical boomer. When you click on trade, it brings your trade options up, sell or buy, and it will sell that position out for you. Okay. And if you want to exit out, you just hit the X. So once you click buy or sell, then it will take you to the next screen to do that. So, all right, that's all you got to do. Pretty simple, pretty easy. If you can't get through that, let us know. And if you can't do it, if you can't figure it out, I will find somebody that can. Yep, and it shows your buy and trade option box, no sell. It should show a sell. Click on your position. Click on the one you want to sell. Click trade, and then it will say buy or sell. If you don't see that, let me know, and I will find you somebody that is an expert on that. And we will get them in here in a room with you, absolutely free, to help you out. Again, it's another example. You need to know your mechanics of whatever software you're using to trade, right? And paper trading and all that stuff helps you to learn that. Because now, what if that's going against you and you want to get rid of it? Now you're losing money. Now you're trying to figure out what to do while you're panicking, and now you're not thinking clearly, and you're like freaking out, like right? So always take the time to learn your software. Also, don't forget that you can also log into your Robinhood account on your computer. You don't have to use the phone. It may give you more options on the desktop version than maybe the phone does. Maybe it may be more obvious, so you can do that. Look at that. Take a peek at that. Robinhood is, let's face it, Robinhood is designed to be used on the phone. That's their attraction, right? Make it easy to buy and sell things. Go. From what I understand, I don't know what they do. The futures, there's certain things that make it. All right, EC. I don't know if that's true or not. Let's see. Treat yourself anyway. Don't know. It should be. Did you buy an option or did you buy a pure stock? So, what did you buy? Said you bought. I see what you said you bought, but did you buy the stock itself or did you buy the stock options? If you didn't pick options, you probably bought the stock itself. Anyway. I believe also Robinhood has a 800 number. I don't know how good they are when you call them. Dawn, are you in here?
I am.
I have a person. You're a former or present Robinhood user. If you want to look on TikTok, he's trying to exit out of a holding that he has.
Okay.
We told him to click on his position that he wants to exit out of, and then click trade, and then it takes you to the buy and sell.
Correct, but he has to do it from the investing screen.
Okay.
Let me Let me get over there.
So he says he clicked trade and it shows him a trade green box and a buy green box, but no sell.
Correct. Go back out to your investing screen. I'm trying to get over there.
Yeah, come over to TikTok. Maybe you can type it in better. So, see the service we provide to you people for free. We do this. We always have somebody that knows the answer. I don't actively trade on TradingView. We have a lot of members that do though. So Don will be right over to give you a hand. Yes, Dawn is everywhere. She is up. She is online starting at 4 a.m. and she does not go to bed until late at night because she does the aftermarket show starting at 5 p.m. tonight. And by the way, you might want to tune in tonight. I heard she has an out-of-town guest coming in, or a special guest. You might want to check it out tonight. Tonight might be the night.
I'm creating the promo for it right now.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
All right. So
there's Dawn. Dawn's on there. She's on TikTok. Her username is J&J Video Reacts. So there you go. You're speaking to Dawn right now on J&J Video Reacts. I will vouch for you. That's who that is. So
Let's go,
Trent,
Dawn.
Treat yourself.
Dawn.
That is Dawn.
Dawn, so that you know, my belief is that they're going in a long position or a call.
Yeah, I used to get stuck with that. That used to freak me out all the time. He just has to go back to his investing screen, click his position from there. What he's doing is he's clicking it, but he's not on his investing screen. He's on the screen that shows the position. If he goes back out to the original screen and clicks his position, it will then give him the option to sell.
On the app itself,
Gotcha.
is there a
Yes.
what button does he press on the app itself?
It's the actual, he has to go to,
So if I open up Robinhood,
right. If
it'll
you open up
show-
Robinhood and it's going to
pops
show
up,
you.
shows you my holding. It shows my positions, my reoccurring investments.
Are you on your phone?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're on your investing screen, if you have a position open, you just scroll down to that position and click on the words, not the actual,
Okay. Let me back up 1 second there. How do I know I'm on my investing screen? Is that with the icon?
it'll show your P&L and it'll say investing in the top left.
Oh, okay. Yes, I see that.
Yep, that's the screen he has to be on.
So
If
that's
he's
the
in
very
a,
first one that would
Correct.
have a stock chart icon and on the bottom left on your phone app. Correct? Yes. And it says investing at the very top.
yep,
Okay. Are you with us there? Treat yourself. Let us know when you're there. We want to walk you step by step. Okay. Type something in there. Let us know you're following us. It's this. Let me show you the icon right here. Now this is on an Apple phone. I don't know. I wouldn't imagine anything else would be different. I actually touched this right here. Right. See that little icon there? That puts your investing screen up, which is, it'll say investing. Oops. I moved it. It'll say investing right at the top. See the word investing? Right there. That's the screen you want to be in. Okay. Now what? So I hit that. What do I touch next there, Dawn? Scroll down where it says what you hold. Is that what you're saying?
yeah. He should scroll down to his position.
Okay.
Make sure he's actually clicking on the letters of the position and not the actual box of the position. The box will show up on the right-hand side of his phone screen. The words, the ticker symbol itself will show up on the left-hand side. Click the
Okay.
ticker symbol.
So that would be this right here, right? Where it says the word NVIDIA.
Yeah,
that
you
what I
see
want?
that green box? You don't want to click. Yeah, you want to click the words NVIDIA.
Okay.
All right.
Whatever
Now,
your
once
holding
you
is.
do that, can you click it, Mark?
Yes, I am. I just did it.
Okay.
Now it says trade. There's a big old green button right there at the bottom. Is that what I want?
Yeah, click that.
Okay, that's what I kind of did earlier. Yeah, this is what
Uh-huh.
I showed earlier. And it
Go
says
ahead, click it
sell
now,
and
though.
buy.
Now see it? Sell.
Yeah. Yep. You click sell, and it'll close your position out. Are you with us? Treat yourself. Waiting on a response.
Thank you for doing that, Mark.
He said, I still only have it as a trade option and buy.
He's not following directions. You just did it. That's the only way to do it. I know exactly what he's doing.
Make sure you go back, click on the word. Right?
Yep. Go. He needs to get Ray back out to that investing screen.
Should say investing at the top of your thing.
He may not actually have the position. He may not be holding it if it's only given the option to option or buy.
Yeah, it just because the number is.
That's the only other thing that
fluctuating
makes
back and
sense.
forth.
Yeah, he must not have it unless he's still going on the actual stocks and clicking on the stock itself and not in his investments. And then because I don't know if he has a position, it should give him the option to sell it. So he's not on the screen, or he doesn't hold the position at all. Or
right, the screen that Mark was on that says sell. That screen, if he's on that screen trying to click it without going back out to the original screen, it's only going to show trade and buy.
Right, as if he doesn't have it. So he might have already sold it and didn't realize that it really worked, that it sold. Actually, he could have gone and sold it and it didn't sell right away, so he thought he still had it. You know, because nobody picked it up.
In which case, he would need to go click the bottom right
but I mean,
account
somebody might have
icon
picked
with
it
the
up by now.
person.
By the time he goes and looks again, maybe somebody picked it up.
So let me ask one question. Back at the original screen where it says investing, if this is the only things you have, does it show a dollar amount? Because that will be your current balance on your investment. If these are the only two things you've bought, does it show an actual dollar value there? If there's nothing there, then you don't own anything. Yep. All right. Can I send screenshots? Well, not on TikTok, you can't. Are you a member? By any chance, treat yourself. Are you an ADT free member? By joining our free Discord that I talk about here every single day. TikTok won't let you send things. If you're in our Discord, we could help you there. You can do that kind of thing. Okay, well, now would be the best time to jump over there and grab our free Discord down at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Register over there. It's absolutely free. There ain't no strings attached. It'll never cost you a dime. We're going to try to save you some dimes, maybe, if you are indeed in it. And does it actually, there's another member in here saying, Leia, does it show you have any positions on the main screen on Robinhood? If there's nothing there, that's why you can't sell. But you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. That'll take you to our website. Scroll down about halfway down. You'll see a link that shows join our free Discord, and there's a memberships links there also. Click on that link to get on our free Discord. If you currently use Discord and you know how to use it, it'll be a lot easier for you. But you can go in there. Then once you get in and register, go to our stock lounge and introduce yourself. Say, hey, I'm Treat Yourself on TikTok. I have an issue. And I will assure you somebody will help you instantly once you get inside there. And you can post screenshots. Well, I don't know if free members post screenshots now that I think about it? They might be able to. I don't know. I know they can't put GIFs and things in there. I don't know. Can they do pictures? I'm not sure. They might be able to. Okay. There you go. Yeah, we're not giving out personal information here on TikTok. That's not how we play this game. So I would suggest you go over to get that Discord real quick. All right. All right. So let me go back over here to let us know when you're in over there. So Leah, that's fine. You know, Leah, are you a member in our Discord? Anyway, Leah, if you'll answer that question, if you heard me. Let me go back over here to YouTube and answer some questions here. That's the limit of where we can help you unless you get in the stock lounge. Leah says she is a free member in our Discord. Congratulations. There you go. Maybe even Leah will help you when you get over there, right? So get over there, get that right now, Trent, before the market closes here in a half an hour. Get her done. It only takes a few minutes to do it. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Scroll down our landing page about halfway. Join that free Discord and go from there. Go into Stock Lounge. He says it does see, he or she says, I do see sell on one of the stocks. Okay, you're in the right spot. But the other two you don't see. Well, if you want to get rid of the other ones, do that first. But head on over to American Dream, get the Discord. Let's see. Questions. Buy market. Well, we already did that. Do I buy at market or limit? Nick asks. I always buy at market. Can I do limit and get? I forgot I was in this trade. I was talking because it's fake money anyway. Don't matter. Anyway, let's see. I always buy at market. Is that the best fills? No, but I ain't got time to piss around trying to program a limit in, so I don't care. I jump in and out. Does it probably cost me money sometimes? Yeah, but I don't worry about it. Okay, Dominic. Mark, I was in paper trading on Webull. Can you show me how to close an order with one click? I most certainly can. That's what I do here with my Turbo Trader keys. As you see here on my Webull screen, over here is my Turbo Trading widget in futures. So I buy at market and sell at market. That's all I have to do. I have this program to buy one at market with a stop loss, sell one at market stop loss. One click, I'm in the trade. Bang, there it is. I'm in the trade. There's my stop loss. To exit out of the trade, all I do is simply come over here and click sell, and then bang, it executes it. Now, understand, Dominic, over there on paper trading, Webull's paper trading kind of sucks a little bit. See how I already sold it, but look how long see how long it took the icons to go away, and then you got to come up here and close these boxes manually. It just takes 10 to 15 seconds for the actual buy and sell icons to disappear, but it does execute your trade on paper trading whenever you click the button. Now, on live trading, those go away instantly, but on paper trading, for whatever reason, it just does that. So with my turbo keys down here, there's the buy, one click buy, bang, there it is. And I can turn around, click sell right here, right, bang, and then it sells it. Again, now I've already sold it, but it takes, like I say, 10 to 15 seconds for these things to pop off there, right? You'll see them disappear. Right here's the position. You'll see that. See, now it's gone. Then you got to close these off. So just to get them out of the road, because if you don't, it'll open up another position for you. So that's that way. And I mean, if you want to do limits at a certain price, yeah, you can do that. You can come up here manually and set limits or stop limits and all those things within the Trader Turbo Futures with the trading widget. So you can do that here. And you can set your stop losses. All that is set. You can come up either in the hamburger menu up here and change it, or you can go down the bottom left-hand corner of your Webull into your settings and program that things in there too. So that's all you got to do. Anyhow, that's it. Does that clearly say Turbo Futures on my screen, Doug? I just looked. Remember we had this discussion earlier today. Don't use the Turbo Futures one. Use a regular Turbo. And look what I got on my screen, JP. Turbo Futures.
But you can't use the regular Turbo in paper trading. That's the dumb part.
Yeah, right. So
you're forced to use the Turbo Futures.
Right. So anyway. All right. Let's see. So anyway, all right. Let's see what's going on back over there on TikTok. Okay.
Look at that repeated bounce off of the 59.
Pending orders. See, there's the problem. You had orders, but they're pending orders. Thank you, Leah. If you swipe right, it'll cancel them. There you go. That means the order isn't filled. Well, they won't go through as a buy because you're canceling an order that hasn't been filled yet. So there you go. All right. I would guess without looking, but the interwebs And I'm sure TradingView's website itself will probably have lots of videos that will walk you through so that you can get better with your software. And you always want to master your software. And this I don't know if it's going against you or for you, but this can cost you real money. And this happened to me. I've lost power to my house, and I had to go on my phone real quick. And I already had it loaded up, but I never actually traded on my phone, so I had to fumble through how to get out of the trade. Well, let me tell you, I didn't let that happen again. I learned how to use my phone app for that. All right, back to, let's see, Dominic, where was you at? All right, so that's how you do the one clicks. I love turbo trading. This is how I trade all day long. One click in, one click out, one click in, one click out. You come up here and decide how many contracts, or you can manually type them in. If I want 10, this is programmable also, how many you can put in there, yada, yada, yada. And I have my stop loss with my 25 ticks in there. So, all right. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, if you bought it at limit, it's got to get down to that level before it fills. It will fill automatically. That's what a limit order does. Only buy at this price. You can do that here with futures also. All right. What else we got here? Let's see. My trades got all messed up. Maybe it was because of the limit amount. Yeah, I mean, if you want to limit trade, I don't personally limit trade, but if you want better fills, you should limit trade. And you get better fills that way. But, even, I can come in here and do a limit. Let's just say, you can come over here and trade and click last price on a trade, and it will fill automatically. Well, not automatically, it can move on you. So now I can buy. So you see how it changes here, right? You can buy on the bid or the ask also. So as you see, this is changing here. So I can get in here and buy the limit. Boom, it'll fill. Now, once you get the limit order, then if it moved on you, you can always slide around. See how this slid, right? Of course, I bought to the upside anyway. I didn't buy a short. So I can go here, slide this down, and it'll come down. Once it gets there, it'll pick it up, right? If it's dropped on you, you can slide your limits around. I bought to the upside, so this is going down right now. See the order filled right there, 59075, right? It filled at the best price at the time. Actually, because of paper trading, it did fill as soon as I placed that. I keep forgetting I'm on paper trading. It takes a few seconds for it to actually engage, right? So, oops, I moved my little doodad around. That doesn't matter. So, yeah, and your limits, it'll mess you up sometime, right? Yep. So, yeah, this is watch. That's not the other downfall in Weeble's futures widgets versus the stock and stock options. It's not as customizable. See, if this was like the stock option widget, I could get widget. I could just have buy and sell market on here, but you can't remove these things here. And you can put as many of these you want on and everything. They just haven't programmed their widgets into futures yet to be able to do all that. I don't know what the holdup is, but it is what it is. I don't run that company. Just have to deal with it, what it's given us now. So, yeah, opening new orders, not closing paper, it takes a while. So, all right. Oh, when did you see the orders in? Yep. So anyway, that's how we do that. And to get out of it, I can do the same thing. I can put a sell limit, put it in, right? Now, there's where I can move this around where I want to sell at too, right? I can slide that up if I want to wait, right? Oh, actually, I didn't do a stop. I didn't do a limit stop. I did a regular limit. So it's always going to fill whatever that order is at the time. So there is a difference between a limit and a stop order. And those are all in this drop down box. Again, I don't mess with any of that because then I got to remember to click over here, click over there. I'd just rather go bang, right? Now I'm in the order, bang, now I'm out of the order. Just like that. I ain't got to goof around doing all that. That's my personal preference. I'm not saying that's how you want to trade. Now, when I trade stock options, yes, I do last price. I do mid on options to get the best price on that. All right. Treat yourself. Did your problem get did your issue get resolved fully? Thank you, Leah, by the way, for helping out over there in real time. All right. Oh, treat yourself. Please don't trade anymore. What does a share mean? That means you own a share of the corporation that you just bought. So you are now an owner of X amount of problem. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Treat yourself. Thank you, Leah, for all your help over there. Give you a special little cheer. Give you some claps. There you go. Thank you, Leah. Totally free. People helping people. Yeah, never give up. Don't give up. All right, thank you. Well, see, aren't you glad you came here today, right? But please do not trade anymore. Please go to, I would highly suggest, and I've never been there and looked to see, but I would assure you, TradingView has videos or documents that show you how to use the software. Make sure you go through that and fully understand the screens and everything. Yes, Leah says there's lots of videos on YouTube. Please go look at all of them. I'm sure it's not that hard once you get in there, but you want to be able to master your software. And if the rest of you aren't aware, this is a perfect example why you do need to know your software. What if the trade was going against treat yourself over here and losing money? Now you're trying to figure out how to do things, right? It ain't as easy as he thought, right? He or she, I don't know. But this is not the way to try to learn it when you have to and you're freaking out and your mind's spinning 100 mile an hour. So please do yourself a favor and the community a favor. Go over to their Robinhood's website and go to their YouTube and search Robinhood. Learn how to use the phone software and the desktop software. Don't just rely on your phone software. If you lose your phone dies on you, you need to be able to get on your desktop version and be able to open and close trades that way also. Master both of them before you even think about trading anymore. You weren't making money before you traded on Robinhood, let's say yesterday, so don't worry about making money on Robinhood tomorrow. Take the time to educate yourself on how to use that software. You'll thank us later. So that way, now next time it'll be just, you'll know exactly what to do. Limit orders, yes, you have to wait and see they get filled. So sometimes they won't get filled. What if the price goes up above where your limit's at, where you wanted to buy it? If it goes above, it'll never get filled. So unless it comes back down, then it'll trip the order and you'll be in something and not even realize it. So, all right. Thank you very much. Leah for the win over there on TikTok live chat. Thank you very much again, Leah. All right. So it's one of our mission statements here at AmericanDreamTrading.com is people helping people. Well, Mark, we didn't talk about futures. You talked about that person on TikTok trading stocks on his Robinhood account. So that's what we do here. I don't care. When I get people ask questions about stocks, I answer them once in a while. I prefer to talk about futures, but hey,
First
every
and
day
foremost,
doesn't have to be scripted, right? We aren't scripted.
We're an educational community, and
Yeah.
more than anything, we're here to help people that are in peril. I mean, if you're you're in a trade and you don't know what the hell to do, reach out. Crying out loud.
What do we say every day? We're not a call out group. We don't tell you to buy XYZ. We don't tell you to sell XYZ because we're not licensed financial advisors, and as such, we are not legally allowed to do that, right? We are an education and training program. We want to give you the skills, train you over time to give you the skills to be able to make your own decisions on when to enter a trade, when to exit a trade. Is this a good trade? Is this a bad trade? Should I get in now? Should I wait? When do I get in? When do I exit? We want you to be able to make those decisions on your own through training and education. It's a skill that you will develop over time. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay? So take the time to do it. When you want to step up your education, come over and join us. One of our memberships here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Anyway, good. So that was what we would say.
And now for something completely different.
There you go. As they would say. If you're as old as I am, you'll know who just said.
And now for something completely different.
Yes. If you're old as me, if you got a few gray hairs on your head, you'll know what that soundbite comes from. If you're old enough to know what that soundbite comes from, type it in the box. I'm not going to say it out loud. We'll see how many old people are in here hanging out. There it is. One more time. Listen closely. Here it comes. Here it comes.
And now for something completely different.
There you go. What does that come from? See who can type it in there the quickest. I guarantee you, you got to have gray hairs on your head to know what that is.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Or live with somebody who has gray hairs that used to watch it.
It's such a good one too.
Yeah. All right. All right. Treat yourself. All right. Glad we could help you. Don't be hard on yourself. This is how you learn, right? You learned a very valuable lesson today. What if we weren't here to help you, right? What if Leia wasn't here or anybody else, right? So there you go. Doug, I told you you ain't allowed to answer that. I didn't say you could.
No one was gonna get it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, over there, JWD. There's an old fart. JWD, don't know him, but he sure. Oh, he said he don't have any gray hairs in you. The answer. JWD over there on YouTube live chat. Got it. Ah, boy, there you go. And for that answer today, you win absolutely nothing. Oh. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. All right. So, hey, we got to have trivia once in a while.
He got fangs.
All right. All right. Okay. All right.
Little White Rabbit was my favorite.
Yes. Went and saw. I just came first Sunday in May. I went and paid for a 50-year-old movie. It was the 50th anniversary of Monty Python's Flying Circus. I paid money to go watch a 50-year-old movie in the theater again. Yes, bring me shrubbery. It's just a flesh wound. Yee! Yee! Run away! Oh, wait a minute. Run away! I had that one. What scene's that from and what movie's that from?
Game one.
JWD knows what it is. Here it is again.
What is the airspeed velocity of a laden swallow?
Yes. European or... Actually, you know what the answer to that is? It's about 24 miles an hour. I looked it up. Ask ChatGPT.
And it doesn't matter whether it's European or African.
Yes. Actually, the European, I think, does fly slightly faster.
Do they? Okay. It would have to be.
All right, we're going down a rabbit hole. Oh, speaking of rabbit holes. Killer rabbit scene. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Right.
Yeah, I actually paid to go watch a 50-year-old movie in the theater. Was their 50th anniversary, and they was only showing it 2 different days, one showing each in all the theaters around the world. So I wasn't going to miss it. I actually saw it in the theater when it first came out. So what's that tell you? All right.
It'd be worth it to see it in the theater.
It was hilarious. I laughed. I mean, I've seen the movie. I even have the DVD of it, the Blu-ray DVD of it. And
really?
Yeah, it ain't better a Blu-ray than his original, but they didn't remaster it or anything.
Super fancy.
So, yeah, I have it. I've seen that movie 1,000 times, and I still laugh at the same dumb jokes all the time because I'm a simpleton that way. As everybody at ADT knows. Anyway. All right. Can we get back to the business at hand here? Come on. Let's talk about things investing. These people paid good money to watch this for free.
I've been scalping ES off the 9 down to that 5,900 level a couple of times now.
All right. Well, we did accomplish one positive thing that was a benefit for somebody, and that was helping out a free member from freaking out, right? Save the day. Thank you, Leia, once again for all your help over there. All right. What else we got moving? Anything else moving? What do we see moving? I'm going to guess it's just what we're looking at right now. So what did I say I was going to enter the trade if it did what? Oh, look, it did. It broke that level here, right? Back here while we were talking. So I missed my entry, right? I would have entered here on the break and hold, and I would have sold out down here at this double bottom, but I wasn't watching that. I didn't enter. But this would have been my entry on the break and hold below that, as I mentioned earlier, and it's below all the indicators in my rear view mirror. Can I jump in this trade right now? I most certainly could. It's a little late to the game. Would I jump in it in real life right now? Yeah, probably not so much, but I could. Stupid timer is right in front of my, what is that level? I know I moved it by accident. Oh, 5,900. There we go. So if I was going to enter this trade now, I would definitely wait because this is a strong point here, this 5,900. So I'm not going to enter that. Would I play it to the bounce to the upside? Yeah, I could. But I don't know that it wants to do that. It may very well want to. I got loaded up here. We'll just go with 30 contracts. My normal trading, even though I did 50 today. We'll see what happens here. If this breaks and breaks down below here, which is the 5,900 level, and I'm seeing 99s, but I'm not seeing any 98s, and I missed out on that bottom bounce. Now it's getting a little tighter down here to be doing the double bottom bounce ones. I can make some money here in a few seconds, but the 9's really starting to squeeze down closer to this level, so it can either break above or down below it, so it could go either way right now, right? So if I wanted to jump into that right there, because I seen some 97s, this is a pure EWO play. I wasn't even watching the candle. I just jumped in. Oh, look, I got it at 5,900. That was pretty good fill, actually. Watching down here to see if the price is going to drop. And, of course, they threw orders in there, you bunch of retards. Anyway, right now I'm going to lose a trade. I'm going to wait and see if this pulls down. The short-term trend is down as it is for the day. Now, this is power hour. Anything could happen. This thing could bleed out like crazy, and I can make $1 bazillion, or people could start buying this, and it'll go to shoot to the moon, as we say, right? Here's my positions. You can see the kind of money this thing's rattling around. Look at that $1,500, $2,200 loss, $2,600. Look at that thing gyrate around, right? Just as much as I can lose money, this thing can go back the other way. So that was up to about whatever that said, $2,600 loss up to the 9, right? So anyway, again, I don't trade. I say it every day. I don't trade normally this time of the day. So, all right. All right. Nat sent some roses. Thank you, Nat, for them roses. Appreciate it. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Hello, Isa. I see you said hello over there on TikTok. So, all right, JWD. I like you. He's a Python fan. So, yes, I can go all day about Python skits. It was actually my cousins that introduced me to my cousins that are like maybe 10 years older than me and introduced me back to Monty Python back in the day when Monty Python was actually on TV every week. And they're the ones that got me into the theater 50 years ago when I would have been 13 years old, which was not the approved age to go into the theater at that time. But back in those days, they didn't really enforce it. As long as you had somebody that looked like they were an adult, they let you in. They didn't care. Whoa, what happened there? I guess Mark should have gotten his trade. Look at that. Look at that. I'm down 4. Oh, my stop hit me. You see that? Hit my stop after losing $14,000. This is why you don't trade in the last 10 to 15 minutes a day. I was talking. I wasn't even looking anyway. Again, this is paper trading. I didn't lose anything. But you still should treat it as such. Look at that climb up there. Right? So what happens on these big gamma candles, as we call them? What can I expect to happen? 50% retracement. What's it doing right now? There's the peak. What's it doing? Would you say that's a 50% retracement? I most certainly would. Would you? There you go. So, just like clockwork. Anyway, just so you know, we are live here 3 times each and every day. Coach is live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I'm live here daily from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, talking about everything futures and sometimes not everything about futures, like today. And we have the aftermarket show, which starts at 5 p.m. today and every day, Monday through Friday, with our host, Dawn. It's called the Aftermarket Show. You'll find the entry to that over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So make sure you check that out. I hear she's got a special guest from out of town tonight. So you might want to go run over there and check that out tonight, and if not, all nights.
I'm excited about that special guest.
Are you? Tell us more. Do you have any more you can tell us, or is it a cliffhanger?
I think you know who it is, Mark.
Do I?
I think you do.
I don't know. We'll find out. I'll tune in for sure. I'll be there.
Maybe. We know you will.
Maybe.
Seeing as how you're the special guest.
Oh, now they won't come for sure. You told them who the special guest was. Not a special. Well,
I couldn't hold it.
My mama says I'm special.
But yeah, I'm so excited about it. I mean, it's rare that you get to talk to somebody that takes a $700 account up to $1 million in under 6 months. That's just to get inside the mindset of, you know, how you got through all of that and where you were before that mentally, and all of that is just going to be a blessing for anybody that comes to the show and listens. So thank you for coming on and sharing it with us.
I got questions I got to answer.
Kinda, yeah.
Oh man, can you send them to me ahead of time like they do other people? So I can
Already did.
I want to Google some answers that are good. Look at this thing taking off.
Yeah,
Where's
I see
Eric
it.
at? Where's
Crazy.
that
Look
photo
at that spike at, dude.
You are in this,
it?
aren't you? Tell me you're in
Just
this,
got a
Eric.
quick
for real.
115 off of that.
This is I don't know where spike. This is called a bot spike. It's
Yep.
controlled by the bots.
Yeah,
Called
it's
a
all
free money
program
spike,
trading.
Eric.
The market makers. Let's go.
Market makers moving them. That's right. They know what they're doing. Now watch this. Watch them take profit up here. All right. Look at that. How much? How many ticks is that? I don't have a measuring tool on Weeble. I don't have my trading view open at the moment. Who's the special guest? Didn't you hear who the special guest was? Some old guy.
Almost 70 ticks from the bottom to the top.
It's crazy.
Yes, you have to have ES main. If you have L2, do you have L1? There, Billy H stat H. Okay, well, what you need to do is go up here, top right-hand corner, this little what we call the hamburger menu. Click that, and it'll say order book settings. Right there, order book 1, which is the default, changes to order book 2. And there you go. That's all there is to it. See how that works? There you go. And then if you want to turn off that stupid little V thing on there, it'll say, it's okay. Turn off that V. You don't want to use that graph as a chart. It's not an accurate representation of what's going on. You'll see it'll say turn, what's it say? Turn chart off. Mine's already off. That's why you can't see it. But it'll say turn the chart off, whatever, something like that. And that'll get rid of that V at the top of your chart. Give you more real estate. Solve your problem there, Billy. Hopefully. There you go. There we go. Negative? What do you mean negative? I just showed you. Now, this is in paper trading, but it's in here. L1 shows up. Yes. Go over here and change it to order book 2. That's all there is to it. Dun, 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 dun. Waiting on Billy to see if he finds it. L1 shows up. Did you? Well, let me go. Oh, I'm sure it's operator error, Billy. I'm just showing you how to do it there. Yes, if the L2's there, then of course in Weeble you have to type in like ES main. If you're in futures, you can go get the futures widget, and then you can just click on it, and it'll auto load it right into you, in there for you, right? So I can go in here and pick whatever I want. It auto loads if you got it linked. It's set as a group, right? Now it's showing gold, right? Auto changes everything. You set everything as a group, and they're all linked together. So back to ES. Eric, my man, did you actually get into real trade on that, or you sit out on that also?
No, I sat on it.
Okay. All right. I would have guessed if anybody, you're one of those people that would trade it like that. Power hour. You don't play with that?
No, I'm good. I just it's been so bouncy and so choppy like the last power hour, and then we got like a little drop towards the bottom. I was able to scalp that, and then just pretty much sat on my hands, and then that's when I saw the initial spike towards the upside.
Yep. That's what coach tells us to do, right? Do not trade in the last during power hour. The first 15 to 30 minutes of market open, and the last half hour to 10 or 15 minutes at the close. So most volatile times in the market. It's only 2 points in a whole trading day. There's no sense wrecking your account And on either one of those time frames, wait for the market to settle down.
N2K's got a nice clear drop to the downside.
Oh, Ralph. Listen to that. Listen to Ralph smacking me down over there in YouTube. Frankie and I were right. Higher time frames don't lie. Remember, I was busting his chop. He was talking about 1 hour time frames. That's what I told him. I don't care about your stinking 1 hour time frames. I'm trading a trade that's in front of me. now he's telling me, see, I was right. Yeah, okay. Ralph. Hate it when he's right. Well, I don't. I really don't care about 1 hour time frames, right? But it is valuable information, right? He looks at those things. Why does he look at those things? He's more. I don't ever look at a 1 hour chart. I mean, really, I don't. But he swing trades, so he looks at more charts, time frames than what I normally do because I'm a day trader. I'm in and out of the trade, minutes, sometimes. So I really don't care as long as I have my charts charted out. But by looking out longer, bigger time frames, that'll give you some more information that you might not have been aware of, right? It's just sort of like the pre-market high and the pre-market low, previous day high, previous day low. That's valuable information. But if you don't go look at it and know where that's at and chart it out, which, by the way, for our paid members in the futures and the diamond memberships, that's automatically included. Those indicators are included with your paid membership. And it puts them lines on there automatically for you now. So a game changer. So there's a lot of indicators, a lot of time frames during the day that matter. So I do thank everybody for being here today. I'm glad we were able to help somebody out that wasn't even necessarily futures related, but in a roundabout it was, because the things that you do with your trading platform is applicable to anything that you are investing in, whether it's stock options, crypto, futures, right? If you could trade it on your phone, it's applicable to whatever you want to trade. So you do need to be aware of how to do that. And as Treat Yourself found out, and I'm sure that person will not make the same mistake again, because now they're going to educate themselves so that they are fluent in how to use the software that they're going to use to trade with, right? And not only that, they're going to educate themselves on what they're doing, what they're investing in, and why are they buying it, right? Education is power, knowledge is power. The more of it you can get, the better the trader you'll be, the more knowledgeable you'll be, the more confident you'll be. So let that be a lesson. I mean, it does, you're saying, well, we're not talking about futures, but we were talking about software. Software applies to that. You're trading on something, you have to know how to use it. For those of you playing at home, if you're trading on your desktop, are you an expert on trading on your phone with your broker? Are you an expert with trading on your tablet with your broker? If you cannot trade, if you have all three types of hardware and software, if you cannot execute trades on three of them at any second, then you need to go practice doing that. And they all have paper trading modes that you can go paper trade and play around. I would guess Robinhood has. I don't know. Does Robinhood have paper trading on their phone? I don't know. Never used it. Again, I have it. I have a couple holdings on there, right? But I don't use it. I just got it just to get it, just for the heck of it, just to say I had it. Plus, we do get questions and stuff, so I don't even look at it. I got 3 holdings on there, and I don't even look at any of them. So they're just there. They're not big anyway. It was just because I wanted to. All right, so I thank you all for being here. Make sure anybody you come into contact with for the rest of the day, that you leave positive, lasting memories with that person, because you don't know what's hiding behind the smile of that person that's looking at you right that time. So I will see you same time, same bat channel tomorrow. Goodbye.